Okay, after having these two in hand, these two packs, I gotta say, let's start off with Charizard. Of course, he's the highlight of the box, and then we have Squirtle. Squirtle is pretty, basic. There's not much you can do. Can't move his parts, obviously. But this Charizard, you have some movement in the arms, and then that's pretty much it. To be honest, I mean his tail can move as well, but that's for his mechanism. As you can see, he opens his mouth when I push his legs forward. And oh, his wings. His wings is also articulated, but just single articulation on the wings. So if you want to get him in a flight pose, it's kind of hard to do because he's looking down. I mean, I would love if he can hold this jaw open, but it closed right back down because of the mechanism. So that's a pretty bummer, disappointment. This Charizard. As far as size goes, the size it's all right. It's a bit kind of small for me, per se, but standing him right next to Blastoise, for example, it's good size. I also have Venusaur. I'm pretty sure Venusaur will look good with these these two Blastoise, Charizard. These are the starter evolution Pokemons that started out for me and for many others. But yeah, I mean the overall scope is very nice. It's just the downside of this Charizard is just lack of articulation. I get it. It's a battle figure and it's not gonna have much articulation. But there's some Pokemons that I do prefer articulation, and if you want to look for a good Charizard, there's that 2-pack with the Garchomp. That's and I think it's a little bit bigger. I might have to get that and compare this. I did pay $10 for this on Amazon. It was on sale. It was originally going for 15 or to 20, but it was $10. This how you use the Charizard flame effect. I mean, this is the thing I like. I like this. This is my favorite part of the figure. The fact that they give you a cool fire effect that they don't have. You just push it in until you hear a click, which they don't have with that 2-pack with Garchomp, which is a bummer. But uh, there's things that you have to sacrifice. If you want the play action, the play feature, then you have to sacrifice articulation. If you want articulation, then go with that Garchomp 2-pack. But this one, I mean, it is good for what it is. So how you do is, so I put the fire effect in his jaw until you hear a click, and then you just press down his legs, and then it just fires. So, I mean, that's pretty cool for a kid. But if you want to get a cool dynamic pose out of this guy, it's going to be hard. Um, I gotta say, so that's that 2-pack. Now we go to the next 2-pack. Here's Charmander. Charmander. I kind of wonder why they pair Charmander with Blastoise when they could have paired Charizard and Charmander. It made more sense, right? And then you have Squirtle and Blastoise. We were just missing the middle evolution, which is Wartortle for this side, and then we got Charmeleon. I almost picked up a Charmeleon, but they didn't pull a trigger because I don't know why. Maybe because of the price for $8 for a little tiny figure with minimum movement in the arms. I don't know. Maybe I should, but I definitely need a Charmeleon down the line, down the future. But yeah, let's go over Blastoise. We already looked at Charmander, nicely scoped, already pre-posed, just like Squirtle. They use that same hard plastic. Pretty cool. Nicely scoped. Now here's Blastoise. This has got to be my favorite because he has more articulation than Charizard. He has movement in the arms. Okay, you can put it close to his body, and you can put it that far out. And then no movement in the head, which is okay. Surprisingly, he has movement in the legs, so you can twist the legs, and then you can have him sit right there. So that's cool. You can't do that with Charizard. You can't have him sit. See, because you try to push his legs forward, it just pops right back up. So that's a bummer. So Blastoise, in my opinion, wins. I'm not trying to be biased because Blastoise is my favorite starter. I do like Charizard, followed by Venusaur last. But yeah, Blastoise is cool. I really like the face sculpt. His mouth doesn't open unless you do his action his action feature, which you have to press the tail down, and then he opens his mouth. So this show you how it works. So for those of you who know Blastoise, he has 2 water effects, which I love. This is pretty cool. You can have it pose already like that, just like that. I mean, the fact that it can already have cool water effects, and you don't have to fire it, but we're gonna fire it anyway. So you just press the tail down, and he's gonna fire 1 at a time, or 2. I thought it was 1, but that's pretty awesome. I gotta say, between these two, I gotta say Blastoise is the winner, simply because he has more range and movement than Charizard, and he has these cool water effects, which is also fun. I'm definitely gonna keep. Now, let's show you again how these two match up against each other. So you got Charmander versus Squirtle, and you got Blastoise versus Charizard. So we already know who's gonna win. Obviously, water beats fire. So yeah, overall these are cool figures. For what it is, I just I got these because they were on sale, both of them for $10. Can't beat that. I don't think it will be any lower than that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.